To sign up for an Etsy seller account, you just have to go to etsy.com/sell. And I'm going to be leaving the link in the resources below as well. And then once you're here, you can read as much details and information as you want about selling on Etsy. And then once you're ready, scroll down and click on Open Your Etsy Shop. Then here you're gonna have to input an email address that it's going to be associated with your seller account. So you're going to be using this email address to log into your account, and Etsy is also going to be emailing you there with whenever you make a sale or if there are any news about the platform or anything like that. So go ahead and fill that out. Once you're ready, click continue. Then input your name and then choose a password. Now just click register. Once you click register, you're going to be brought to this page. If you don't see this page right away, you can always come to this drop down menu and there's going to be an option that says sell on Etsy. Then make sure to click on it and then you should be able to see this. And then in the next few steps, we're going to be filling out details about our Etsy shop, starting with the shop preferences. So the shop language, shop country, and currency. And this is where you are going to be set, where your Etsy shop is based. So for me, it's going to be the United States and the United States dollar. If later on, if you decide to offer your products internationally, don't worry, those customers are going to be able to see the product price in their currency, and then Etsy is going to do a conversion when they pay you. And then lastly, select what fits you best, if selling is your full-time job or if it's a part-time job. For me, it's my full-time job. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this option here. Okay, then you can save and continue. Next, you're going to name your shop, and Etsy is going to tell you if that shop name is available or not. So I actually recommend that you do some research before you get to this point. So right after your branding and niche exercise, you already have an idea of what kinds of products you want to offer. So I would go on Etsy and see similar shops that are offering those kinds of products and then brainstorm some ideas to name your shop. And it's important to know that later on, you can change your shop name up to 5 times, but whatever you select here is going to be linked to your username. So if you can just already select a shop name that you're going to keep for the long term, that would be best. So for us, we actually decided to name our shop Design of the Party. Kind of like a play on words with Life of the Party, but to offer design. So let's see if that's available. Also, you cannot have any spaces within your name because, as I said, this is going to be your username. So we're going to have Design of the Party all together, and I'm just going to capitalize the first letter of each word. Then go ahead and you can check availability. Wonderful, it's available. So I'm gonna go ahead and save and continue. Okay, so whenever you open your Etsy store, they want you to already go ahead and create a listing. So we're going to do that, but don't worry about it too much. Later on in the course, we're going to go through step by step on how to craft a top-notch listing. But for now, you can just create kind of like a demo listing because you do need to do that in order to keep going. So we're gonna go ahead and click on Add a Listing. So I actually already started creating a prototype of a product that I want to be offering. So I'm going to be using that for my demo listing here. And I'm going to go through the different stages of creating the listing fairly quickly, but do not worry because we're going to have a complete video of going through step by step each section. So don't get overwhelmed if you don't understand something or if I'm not really optimizing the listing well. So just know that I just want, for the purposes of this video, for you to know the whole process of setting up your shop. So I'm going to start by adding a photo. Then just a quick title. And then Etsy is going to be asking all kinds of questions to understand more about the product that you're offering. So who made it? I did. What is it? It's a finished product. When did you make it? In the recent year. Then I'm going to choose a category. And for now, I'm going to be skipping these optional questions, but when we come back, you see that these could actually be very important for you to be seen by potential customers. So to just keep going here. And I actually skipped one of these steps. I'm going to select digital because it's going to be a digital download. And we're going to be talking about all about Etsy fees, including the listing fees, which are 20 cents every time you make a sale of your product. So it renews and you have to pay another 20 cents. So I'm going to leave it as automatic, but I'm going to explain this all about later. Then the price, and then SKU is optional. And then because it's a digital file, you have to go ahead and upload here the files that the customer is going to be receiving. Okay, now I'm ready to just save and continue. And just so you know, that if you're selling a physical product, if right here you've selected that this is a physical product, the options below here are going to be a little bit different with product weight and dimensions and things like that. So if you already have that information, you can go ahead and put that. And if you don't, if you're also creating a demo listing, I would suggest that you go ahead and create a digital file as a demo listing, because then you don't have to fill out a bunch of other information. So once you're ready, go ahead and click save and continue. All right, and now you could be adding new products. They suggest at least 10 to start with, but you're only required to do one in order to set up your shop. So for now, that's what I'm going to do, and then click save and continue. All right, now you're going to choose how you want to get paid, and then you're going to have to fill out all of the information regarding your business or you as an individual if you're a sole proprietor as well. So just keep going and select each option and fill out everything as it applies to your case. All right, so I went ahead and filled out all of my information. So everything is covered right now, but just so you know what kind of information they're going to be asking you, they'll ask for the country of residence, first and last name, date of birth, the last 4 digits of your social security number. And this might be a little bit different depending on the country of residence that you've selected. Then they're going to ask your home address as well as your phone number. And then lastly, they're going to ask about your banking information. So where your bank is located, and then the full name on the account type, routing number, and account number. So once you filled out everything, you're ready to save and continue. And then now, if you haven't yet, you need to confirm your email address. So Etsy know that you're legit and no one's trying to use your email trying to sign up for an Etsy shop. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And once you go to your email and click the button to confirm, you can come back to this page and refresh it. And then all you have to do now is put a payment method. So as you know, Etsy has fees. For example, you're going to be charged 20 cents for every time that you list a product. So you need to put a credit card information for them to get that payment from. They're not going to be using your bank information. That's just for deposits. So go ahead and fill this out with the credit card and billing address. Once you filled everything out, go ahead and click open your shop. Congratulations, you've set up your Etsy shop. Now, we're going to have in-depth videos talking all about how to edit and optimize your shop. However, there's still a few things that I want to discuss with you guys before we get there, including the next video where I want to just give you a little tour of your shop manager. So let's go ahead and get to it.